Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are y'all doing today? I wanted to do a birthday get ready with me because I feel like I do one every year and I did not want this year to be different. It's one day early. My birthday is tomorrow, but I'm birthday weekend vibes right now. And I actually have a ton of new makeup that I've received in PR that I have yet to play with all in front of me, and I thought what better time than to play with it right now and get to just have a little bit of fun trying some new makeup out. So let's jump on in. I'm so excited about so many launches. I don't even know what to start with. I have two different primers. So I got a new primer from ColourPop. This is their Pretty Fresh Set It Up primer. It says it has peptides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. But then I also got the Bodyography primer, and it's a radiant glow with niacinamide. So part of me was like wanting to do half and half. I know that's ridiculous. Let me just see what's happening with this Bodyography one first, because I feel like a lot of their products are very underrated, but also if it's too glowy and bronzy, it might look a little silly on me. Oh, I like the applicator. Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely got a little bit of a bronzy tint to it. I wouldn't say it's sticky per se, but it definitely does not feel like a moisturizer lotion type primer. It has a little bit of tackiness to it. It does say that it's a hydrating primer, grips onto makeup, adds a subtle ethereal glow. So we will see, we will compare side by side. Now for the other side, let's just try out this ColourPop primer real quick. I feel like a lot of stuff in the Pretty Fresh line has ended up breaking me out, even though I liked the formula or I liked the way it looked. So I'm curious about this. Oh, it feels pretty similar, but maybe a little bit more hydrating, a little bit less tacky. I think I actually might like the texture of this more. Yeah, it definitely feels really hydrating on the skin. And of course it does not have any glow or anything to it. It's just transparent. So for foundation, Maybelline sent me their Lumi Matte Glam On foundation, which I've heard some good things about, and the shade range looks promising. I kind of wanted to do swatches for y'all. Oh no, am I not supposed to open it like that? I'm like over here like already ready to just break this foundation. Okay. So here is what shade 102 looks like. That actually might even be too pale for me. Huh, okay. That's so promising. I always just feel so happy with the drugstore when they actually have foundations that are lighter than my skin tone, because I feel like growing up, I don't know, maybe that could blend in, but I feel like growing up and only being able to afford foundation from the drugstore, there were so many lines I wanted to try and they just never had the shade that was quite right for me. Here's what 110 looks like. Definitely a little bit more warm. I feel like that blends in pretty well. And then we also have shade 115. This one looks like it's going to be too tan for me, but it's probably going to work for my little sister. Yeah, definitely a little bit too bronzy for me. I'm not even gonna, I mean, I guess I could show you. That's not going to work for me, but I have someone to pass it on to, so no biggie. I'm going to go into 110, and I'm just going to use a sponge today just because it does have matte in the name, and I need hydration 24/7. I'm just going to go ahead and stipple that on. Okay, looks like we were getting some pretty good coverage right away. Like I said, the shade 110 works well for me. I think it's giving a medium coverage, but I do have freckles peeking through. It's taking care of any redness. And that was just one pump for my entire face. I should go in with one pump more just to build it up a little bit for y'all, because I think that looks really pretty just as is. Let's just do a little more for science. I mean, it is upping up the coverage a little bit. This feels so abnormal for me because I've been wearing like a tinted foundation almost every single day. Just something extremely light. But it looks good. It's definitely giving birthday glam vibes. Yeah, I would say it's a solid medium coverage. So I do have a new concealer to try, and I'm not even sure if it's launched yet or if it's just launching now, but this is the new Radiant Concealer from It Cosmetics. So I have shade Fair Neutral 110, and then I have Fair Warm 120. This is the kind of concealer that comes up through the applicator. Let's see. Not my personal favorite application method, but you know. Okay, that took a minute, but all right, there is shade Fairest Neutral, which I think actually looks really pretty, and it does have that radiant finish to it. Here's what Fairest Warm looks like. Again, I think my baby sister is gonna be very excited to have all these new launches. I actually saw a TikTok. I'll just start applying this. I saw a TikTok that was like, normalize giving your little sister a PR package from stuff around your house that you don't want anymore. And I was like, I'm gonna make it happen. It does look kind of see-through right away. I don't know that I'm gonna get the most amazing coverage out of this. It's also not really brightening my skin a whole bunch. It looks like it's kind of just the same shade as my foundation. Oh wait, okay, I'll do a sponge on this side, because they did send their concealer brush and I totally forgot about it. Oh lordy, okay. For me, that's just giving one of those concealers that does nothing. I don't know, I'm like, if I'm gonna take the time to put concealer on, I want coverage. I don't want it to just be thin, and I mean, I don't feel like it did anything. It's kind of giving me the same vibes as the Rare Beauty little correctors. Do you know what I'm talking about? The little brightening ones. Sometimes I hear people recommend them, and I feel like they do nothing. Like, you're just wasting your time a little bit. But they sent over their Airbrush 148 concealer brush, which does feel very soft. So I'm just going to tap that in on this side and see if maybe that helps. Okay, definitely the brush is the way to go with this formula. The sponge just completely stole all the coverage, but just tapping that in. Very, very natural. Not giving birthday glam. Definitely not birthday glam vibes. Okay. Maybe I would like it with just like a tinted SPF, something like that, and using a brush and not a sponge. I'll go in with a little bit more. I'll give it another shot just to see, but if you're used to using like the Hourglass concealer every day, this is not going to cut it. Even the brush, I feel like it's soft, but I would not pick this over my Singe Beauty F02 or the BK Beauty A506. Definitely prefer both of those concealer brushes more. Okay, and then also, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself, but speaking of Singe Beauty, I do have their new eye extension brushes, which I'm so excited about. I'm sad I haven't dug into them yet, just because I really wanted to film with them whenever I did play with them for the first time. I did actually see these in person a while back when I saw Angie, and I was so excited because I know there's a pencil brush in here, and I was just like, I've been waiting. I feel like that was what I said in my very first Singe Beauty video. I was like, I love them, but where's my pencil brush? I need a pencil brush. I'm a pencil brush kind of girl. So I am very excited about that. I feel a little lost because I have like this tiny little makeup bag with all of my staples, and I'm not sure. I think it might be my husband's car. He's not here right now. So I'm like, I don't even know what to do with my brows. Like, I use the same brow product every single day. I think I'm just going to use a clear brow gel, which makes me kind of sad. I don't even know. For eyes, I was also thinking of just going in with the new Glaminatrix Nearly Natural palette because I'm feeling the neutral vibes. I just did a swatch party with this. I'm sure you guys want to see it used on the eyes a little bit. I'm going to go into the Anastasia eye primer. Forever a staple for me. I feel like I've used so many other eyeshadow primers and I just always want to go back to this one. I'm also just going to use my concealer brush just to pat that in. Okay, so pulling out all these Singe brushes, we have a nice like little sharp liner brush, the E12, a really, really nice flat shader brush. This is E09, but I could see using this for concealer or just like liquid eyeshadow products in general. E11, the tiniest, cutest, softest little pencil brush. E08, which kind of reminds me of like the Sigma E25, like that, a very fluffy but pinched shape, a classic brush, but it's a little bit bigger because there is another one like this from Singe. I have a bunch of my Singe Beauty brushes right here. Let me see. Kind of similar to the E06, but just like it's the next size up, basically. Then another one I'm really excited about is the E10, which just looks like the perfect little baby crease brush. I think I'm just gonna do something super, super simple with the Nearly Natural palette. I'm gonna start off with the E08 and I'm gonna go into the shade Pure just to set everything. I feel like that's gonna work really well for me. Mostly just using that on the inner corner underneath the brow bone. And then I'm gonna use the same brush into Solace. Solace? I don't know, I keep saying it differently every time. Just gonna pop that on as my transition tone. I feel like you can obviously go in with this shade and a much more precise brush to really build it up, but I'm okay with just getting this like soft wash of color. I think I'm gonna go into a little bit of Untouched with that same brush, just on the outer portion here. Again, I'm kind of just really using this brush to my advantage to make everything extra soft. Can't even help myself. I'm already ready to go in with the pencil brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Solace on that and just kind of connect what's happening on the crease to the lower lash line. Yeah, feels very soft. I'm super picky about my pencil brushes. I'm going into a little bit of Untouched as well. It's on the outer half. Part of me, like I said, wants to keep this very soft, so I'm going to go into a little bit more of Untouched, but I'm going to use that E10 brush and just really pop that right into my outer V. See how different the shade looks just depending on what brush you use. Super pretty though. Let's go into the little liner brush with eyeshadow. I'm going to go into the shade Disrobe. Just out of curiosity, I don't normally use a brush like this. And my mirror is kind of forever away, but I do love using eyeshadow to line my lash line. The best part about eyeshadow too is if you make a little mistake, you can just grab your finger and buff it out. Nobody has to know. Oh my gosh, I just had a thought. I just realized that this is my 10th year on YouTube now. That is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go into this flat brush and I think I'm gonna take a bit of Naked Eye. Like I said, I feel like this will work really well for cream shadows, but I'm just using what I've got right now. Just gonna highlight underneath my brow bone. Oh gosh, actually I don't like that. It's way too sparkly for under my brow bone. Okay, abort mission. I'm gonna go into a little bit of Pure again, just right on top. Maybe a little bit of Naked Eye on the inner half. And then a little bit of Strip Back, the purple, on the outer half. I do have a new mascara to try out. This is from Lancome. It is the Lash Idol Flutter Extension, which I was really excited about because I recently tried their original Lash Idol mascara and I was obsessed. I love the mini version. So good. It just looks so pretty on the lashes. So when they sent me a PR package, which I think you can maybe see in the background, it was the biggest box of mascara and I cannot seem to get rid of it because I think it's so cool. But yes, very, very excited to try this one and see if I like it as much as the original. Ooh, it is very, very thin. Definitely going to be really great for the lower lash line at the very least. I feel like this is coating well, but I really love the original Lash Idol's brush shape more because it kind of just makes this natural wing out of your lashes. I just think it's so pretty. I can tell you just first impression, I know I'm like 2 seconds into applying this mascara, but I would just stick with the OG personally. Maybe I'm going to love this for the lower lash line, But then at the same time, I just cannot justify buying a high-end mascara for only my lower lash line. That feels a little too bougie in this economy. Oh, but it does fit down there really good. I think it looks pretty. I just don't like it as much as the OG, basically. All right, so now jumping into some blushes. I have so many different blushes here that I am so excited about. I did receive a package from Glaminatrix, which I want to kind of just do a separate video on. They have like cream and powder blush duos and they look stunning. And then I also got some Tower 28 blushes, and this was kind of funny because I was actually going on a trip and I was about to leave the house and the package shows up on the front door and I was like, ooh, the new Tower 28 blushes. And I like literally stopped and I came inside and opened the package and I like threw them all in my makeup bag as fast as I could. And my husband was like, what are you doing? We need to leave. And I was like, I need the blushes. So I have been playing with these and they're really nice. Originally, I thought that they were a cream blush formula, but they are not. They're just a true powder, but they are beautiful and I really like the different shades. But I did also just get the new liquid blushes from ColourPop. And I'm kind of feeling trying these out right now. They're more affordable. We love a liquid blush. There's some really pretty pinky shades. I don't even know. But we also have like this beautiful mauve. We have some neutral. Oh, I want to swatch everything for you. This shade is called I Love It, which is a very me type tone. And this one's Princess Avenue. Oh, fuck. Why am I struggling so much right now? These are all so cute. Also, just in case you're curious, I feel like I'm not seeing any difference on my face between the Bodyography primer and the ColourPop primer so far. I'm gonna have to like, you know, keep watch throughout the day. But as of right now, I think it looks really good. And I actually feel like the foundation has kind of mattified. It does not look as glowy, but it looks really, really good on the skin. So I'm not mad at it at all. Here is I Love It, which honestly pulling it out kind of looks like a pinky peach to me. Oh yeah, definitely pinky peachy tones. And then, oh my gosh, the little heart. Okay, there's Princess Ave. I think that is more me. It's a very pigmented, so I'm going to be very careful with it, but I really like that pink tone. Definitely a top contender for right now. We're just going to swatch everything. Let's be so real. This one is called A Sweet Treat, and that is so me. Especially being pregnant, every time I eat, I'm like, I have room for a sweet treat. This looks like a beautiful mauve. Oh, that is gorgeous. I feel like that kind of matches the vibes of my eyes a little bit. Maybe we should do Sweet Treat. I also have the shade here called Wine and Dine, which looks beautiful. It looks like this like Merlot shade, but I'm gonna have to be very careful with it. I might not even be able to pull it off, but it looks stunning. I mean, that is beautiful. The neutral lovers, we have City Walk, which definitely has more of a brown tone to it. Oh, but that is gorgeous. Okay. I literally want to put every single one of these on my cheeks right now. We have Perfect Peach. Kind of running out of room, so I'm going to swatch that right above the Pinky Peach. I love it. Just so you guys can see, obviously this one is much more peachy, much more pinky. I think I'm going to go with Sweet Treat. Now wipe off the excess. I'm going to be pretty careful with it. I don't want to go in with too much. Let's just try that. And then actually I have the BK Beauty 115 right here. Let me just tap that in. Oh yeah, that is such a pretty pink. I'm also so excited because I saw that Adept is coming out with cream blushes and they are on their way to me. So I will definitely have a video up with those as soon as I can, but so excited for those. The shade range also looks stunning. Oh, that's pretty. I honestly feel like maybe I could have even been a little bit more liberal with it and it would have been fine. But you know what? That's okay. Sometimes with these liquid blushes, it's better to just take your time and be careful. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit more on that side and I'm gonna try it out with my sponge. I feel like it's blending out similarly, but you can see just with using, I can't speak, just with using a little bit more product, what it looks like. I actually like it a little bit more built up. I think that's super pretty. Okay, maybe I'm gonna steal some from this swatch just because I'm being lazy. Just add a little bit more on this side. I don't think these are as pigmented as the Rare Beauty blushes. Maybe I would compare them to the Say Beauty liquid blushes. You know what, low-key, I almost feel like I could go in with one of the Tower 28 blushes on top just for a little bit of longevity and just to show you one. So this is the shade Malibu Cooler, which was definitely the first shade that really grabbed my attention because I love a baby pink. I'm just gonna throw that on with my Cinch Beauty F03. Just tapping that on. Kind of setting that blush in place a little bit. That might have been too much on this side. Okay, so for lips, I actually have a bunch of lippies here from YSL, even though I do have some missing because I received a PR package from YSL and it was empty inside. Someone had taken the lipsticks out, which was really, really sad. But it's fine, it's fine. We have their new plumping lip oil glosses and then just 2 more shades of their Love Shine formula. We've got Wet Guava and Pink Trip. But I kind of want to try out the new lip oil formula, plumping lip oil. I'm just going to try one of them for now because I am a big baby when it comes to plumping products, so I don't know if these are going to be too intense for me. Mellow Malo, Espresso, Thunderstiller. Okay. I'm like looking at the names trying to get an idea for the color, but it's not very helpful. Oh shit, okay, that's like full on purple. I was not expecting that. Lucky Moonstone. Okay, that could go with our look today. It's got a little bit of peachiness to it. Espresso Stardust. Okay, so really deep brown. That's very pretty. And then Mellow Malo. Okay, that's also pretty, but I think Lucky Moonstone is probably the most me right now. And I really don't want to try or swatch the other ones until I know if I like this formula or not, because I mean, I feel like it's YSL. It's a luxury every time I get them in PR. If there's something that I know I won't use, I pass it on because I feel like, you know, who doesn't want a nice little YSL lippy? Ooh, smells very fruity, but almost like a fruity ammonia. Actually, I don't know if I like the smell. Just gonna go ahead and apply that. And let's give it a second. Let's see if it starts to burn. I feel like in the meantime, we can talk about everything else on my face. I don't know that I'm feeling like this is like my typical birthday glam. I feel like I have such a specific style of makeup I've been doing recently that I feel a little weird and like out of place. But I really like the foundation. It has nice coverage. I really liked how 2 pumps ended up looking, and I'm just curious to see how it stays on throughout the day. And it looked really beautiful with the Bodyography primer and the ColourPop primer, so I will make sure to leave in the description box or leave in the comments if I end up having a preference for one side over the other. But overall, I think the foundation looks like such a beautiful drugstore option, or just a great foundation in general. I could see myself reaching for it, especially because I have been, you know, having a tendency towards like still wanting my skin to be hydrated, but also liking a little bit of a matte look right now. I don't know. I think it looks really pretty. The ColourPop blushes are stunning. I think I went in with like just too much. Too much is happening on my cheeks right now. I regret layering. I wish that I hadn't. Ooh. It's starting to burn, but I would give it like a 2 out of 10 right now. And then let's see, the new Cinch Beauty brushes. Very, very excited about these. I'm kind of feeling like it is about time for me to do a full Cinch Beauty brush line video and just let you know my absolute favorites, just a good review on everything, because I use my Cinch Beauty brushes pretty much every single day. But my favorite is definitely the pencil brush. It feels so soft, really can get right where you need it. I'm sure it'll also be beautiful for the inner corner. I could see myself picking up a few more of these low key. Let's see, the It Cosmetics Concealer, not the biggest fan. I mean, I just need my concealer to cover more. I think that might be the part of my face that is like throwing me off right now, where I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, I feel like something's missing. It's because I still have like pretty purple under eyes. So I don't know. I'll try it with a tinted SPF and see if it gives me, you know, a very simple makeup look that I can enjoy. But just in general, especially if I'm doing a full face, I could not see myself reaching for that again. I'm feeling like the lip oil is 100% tolerable. It looks really pretty. Like, what is that? What do I even have on my lips right there? I would say it's very similar to the ColourPop plumping lip oils if you've tried those. Not necessarily the formula or anything, but just the amount of burn. Not bad, not bad. I almost forgot, of course, I used the Glaminatrix Nearly Natural palette. Overall, really like the quality of this one, even though, like I said in my swatch video, I feel like the original one was already perfect, and this like revision, I don't know, mostly I'm just here for the packaging, so yes, but I like the look. Oh wait, oh my gosh, I almost forgot. I have a Pretty Fresh Lock It In setting spray with peptides and niacinamide I pulled out so that we can also try this out, see what's up. I have been not spraying my face or setting my face for years. It's just been a part of my makeup routine that went away, and suddenly I'm into it again. I've really been liking the Urban Decay setting spray. Their like hyaluronic one, hydrating one. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's not the original all-nighter. It's a hydrating version of that. But I'm excited to try this out and see what the vibes are. Maybe. It's just so cringe to do on camera. It's like very flinchy. The spray is nice and light, and we'll just have to see. Even though I have like everything new on my face, so I don't know what I'll be able to say the longevity is coming from. I'm just gonna have to keep testing this makeup out. Ooh, I feel like my lips are looking very, very, very plump. But that is the full look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.